In this video, we're technically analyzing Nasdaq 100 and we are on the H4 chart, as you guys can see. And on this particular chart, we can see that we actually have this area over here. And I know a lot of you are thinking that we have a lot of choppiness that's happening in and around this area. But if you actually pay attention, you will see that as much as it looks as if the market is very choppy, we also have what seems to be a very big M structure. It's actually a multi-session M structure as it stands over multiple days, as you guys can see, and it has a neckline at that point. So what this tells me is that my bias actually at this point in time is for the market to continue to move further down to at least around this level over here, and that is because, in my humble opinion, it started at this point. However, having said that, just bear in mind that we had this trend line as well, and we saw the trend line being broken yesterday at around this area over here. And for me, that motivates that chances are we're gonna see the market push at least to around this level, right? Which is actually, if I can just zoom out, the neckline of this W structure over here, and we can see also that this neckline is a very strong level of support, and in the past it was tested multiple times at that level. And what may possibly happen is that, as much as I'm saying that ideally we might, or rather ideally I would love to see the market actually move down to around this level, right, because of this M structure, what may possibly also happen is that we might see price move further down to around this level, and at this level continue to move up, and this would give us a very nice W structure. I hope you guys can see that, right? So another reason that motivates for why at this point in time we want to see the market actually move further down to around at least at this level is that if you look closely, we actually have what seems to be a head and shoulders pattern in this region, which also has a neckline at that point. And yesterday we saw the neckline being broken to the bottom side at this level over here, and then the market went back up again to just test that neckline. However, the neckline was not really able to hold price, but we can also see that price came back to around this level again. And if the current candlestick closes below, in my humble opinion, this trend line over here, chances are that we're going to see the market push further down to around this level, right? And as I said, guys, because we have this head and shoulders pattern, ideally we want to see the market actually close around this level, which is in line with where it actually started. Having said that, just remember what I said earlier about how we have this huge M structure over here, which has a neckline at that point. So should price from where it is actually close below this point over here, what we would do then is to wait for the market to actually head back to the neckline to test it, and at that neckline is where we would look for further selling opportunities. And in my very humble opinion, I believe that if we do indeed find any selling opportunities at this point, our take profit should be this level over here, which is more or less where that M structure started. Can you guys see that? Having said that, if I can just zoom out some more, we can also see that we had this very big W structure, which has a neckline more or less at that point, right? And we might also see the market come down to that level to test it, and also test this trend line, and then potentially only see the market move further up. So what I'm saying, in other words, is that there is plenty of scope for the market to continue to move down, right? Number one, we expect it to move down to at least this level. Number two is this level over here, right, which is where this M structure started. And number three, we might see the market in the future actually move further down to around this level, which is the neckline of this W structure, and a very strong level of support, right? But just to go back to the current period's movement, as I said, we have this pattern, which is a head and shoulders pattern, and we can see that the neckline has been broken to the bottom side at this point. And what this tells us is that chances are we're going to see the market move further down to around this level over here.